I got a funny story to tell y'all. I told my boy when I saw that Kalel Ware wasn't going to start next to Bam Adebayo, I said to him, prepare to watch the Miami Heat get absolutely brutalized on the glass. I said it very, very clearly, and he can attest to it. I texted him, Kalel Ware is on the bench to start the game. And the stubbornness of Eric Spoelstra is going to get us absolutely massacred on the boards. And so what ends up happening tonight, Bam Adebayo goes out of the game with eight minutes into the first quarter with a problem with his left foot. We don't know what the issue is. They did not announce whatever it was during the game. But Bam Adebayo is injured, and hopefully he's not out for any extended period of time. But he did leave tonight's game 8 minutes in against the Denver Nuggets, which forced Eric Spoelstra to go to Kalel Ware. Now, obviously, what I was talking about was not replacing one for the other, but rather them playing together because against the Denver Nuggets, size matters. I mean, it matters a lot. Real talk. Because they're big. The matchup with Aaron Gordon for the Miami Heat has always been a problem. He's already undersized as it is. Besides Kalel Ware and Bam Adebayo, you basically got a bunch of guards out there. And what happened tonight? The Miami Heat got absolutely smashed on the backboards as the Denver Nuggets beat the Miami Heat 122 to 112 in Denver, finishing the road trip at 1-3. The Heat returned to the court on Friday against Charlotte back at home. 4-4 on the season. The Heat's 2-4 on the road, 2-0 at home. The Nuggets improved to 4-0 at home this year, 5-2 overall. Nikola Nikola Jokic, Jesus Christ. This guy goes for 33, 16 assists, and 15 rebounds. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Heat Unfiltered, powered by Come On Out, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showman. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell, man. Appreciate y'all jumping on board and leave comments. Let me know what y'all thought about tonight's game. Don't know if you saw it or not. It was a 9 p.m. start, so it might be past some people's bedtimes. But man, punked on the glass is what happened. I mean, he get beat on the glass 61-38. The Heat actually shot from the field at a higher percentage than the Denver Nuggets. They shot better from two. They shot better from three. They shot better all across the board. But the Denver Nuggets took 15 more shots than the Miami Heat. And there's your difference. There was a 3 free throw difference, and the Nuggets had 3 more free throws. But again, this game was decided on the backboard. Denver Nuggets had 14, count them, 14 offensive rebounds in the first half. And by that point, the Heat was down by 8 points. There was a little stretch late in the first half that pretty much kind of put the game away. It was 57-55 Nuggets with 4 minutes to go. And the Nuggets proceed to go run off, what was it, 57-55? They proceed to go on a 9-2 run. I'm sorry, 11-2 run to go up 68-57 with a minute 38. That was literally over a 2.5 minute period. They went 11-2 and pretty much took the game over. They led by 8 at the half, and they never looked back after that. The game was never close after that. I don't know how close did he get this game to. I mean, it was immediately 10. Yeah, the game was pretty much done though after that. It never got close. I don't remember the game getting closer than 5. Okay, got to 5 with 8:13 to go in the third quarter, but after that it was sayonara, see you later. That's what it was tonight. It was a tough enough task to go into Denver and try to get a win realistically, but when you're playing on the road, and then on top of that, not just playing on the road, but playing in Denver, where it's always very, very difficult. And then you lose arguably your best player. I mean, whether you think Bam Adebayo is the best player or not, I mean, people would say he is on this team. But when you lose him 8 minutes in, no matter my opinions of Bam Adebayo and how I think he needs to do so much more for this team to be successful and for as well as he's paid and the whole nine, when you get paid money, the expectations go up. And when you're talked about in that level of being a superstar or a star, I don't talk about him in that level, but the way people talk about him nationally, then you know what? You need to perform. And missing him obviously hurt the Heat. It definitely hurt the Heat on the glass. But this is also why I said that Spoelstra should have started both guys at the same time because that size difference was substantial. Like I said, game never really got close in the fourth quarter. What was the closest that it had gotten? I mean, the final score was 10. They got it to 9. 8. Yeah, I mean 8 was as close as it got in the fourth quarter. You never felt like the Heat had a shot. They got it down to 8, and I think it was Norman Powell missing a layup that would have made it 6. But yeah, this game was pretty much done. The second Bam Adebayo went out 8 minutes in with a left foot injury. And we don't know what the issue is. Hopefully he's not out for any extended period of time because if he is, that's going to be pretty devastating as his team is already limited as it is. Tyler Herro is still out and he'll be out for who knows for how long. But man, Jaime Jaquez, he led the Miami Heat with 21 points in 26 minutes, 9 of 14 off the bench, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Jaime Jaquez has looked fantastic this year. I mean, overall, he's averaging 17 and 7 and 17, 7 and 5 on 60% shooting. Jaime Jaquez looks like a different player than the guy that we saw last year. And he can continue to play like this. This is a guy that probably ended up being named sixth man of the year because he's looked really, really good. Kel'el Ware comes off the bench with 13 points, 13 rebounds, 4 steals, does the best he can on Jokic. I mean, covering Jokic is pretty much impossible. Jokic goes for 33 on 12 of 18. I mean, what are you going to do? Aaron Gordon's a big problem against the Heat all the time. 24 points, 9 of 16 from the field. Jamal Murray relatively quiet with 14 and Christian Braun with 11. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes off the bench for 18 for the Nuggets. Norman Powell had 23 for the Heat. Did not shoot the ball well, 5 of 15. But he was 4 of 8 from 3, which is crazy. So he was 1 of 7 from 2. He missed 2 layups in the fourth quarter. And 9 of 9 from the free throw line. Davion Mitchell goes for 10 points, 9 assists. Andrew Wiggins had 22, 9 of 13. But again, this game was not. It was like you never felt like the Heat was ever going to get in this game. You never had that feeling like It was a struggle. It was a struggle. After Bam went out, it was a struggle. I mean, they kept it close for about a quarter and a half, and then the wheels fell off. So there's not a whole lot to say about the game, unfortunately, because it was like one of those games you're just watching it. You're not really you know in your mind that yeah, this isn't gonna work out too well tonight. So Miami Heat dropped the 4-4, go 1-3 on their road trip. They now play Charlotte on Friday, and after that they will face they got Charlotte, Portland, Cleveland, and Cleveland. So those are 4 straight home games. They play Cleveland back to back at home on the 10th and the 12th. So they have a 4-game home stretch, and this is obviously a time where the Heat have to get back to the winning column. After that, they get the Knicks and the Knicks back to back at New York, and then back against New York in Miami before hosting Golden State and one Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry on November 19th. So that'll do it for tonight from this edition of Heat Unfiltered. But yeah, Heat taking L 122, 112. Nikola Jokic continues to show the world why he's the best player in the world. 33, 16, and 15. It's not even hard. He does it and it doesn't even look difficult. That's what makes him so ridiculous, is that it doesn't even look difficult, bro. What do you say? Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. This is Heat Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.